Thank goodness, right? It is about truth and transparency. This New York Times Siena poll did find that a lot of voters see Harris as too liberal. 60% say we're heading in the wrong direction. So you do have some numbers there that are going into reality, where they live in alternate reality a lot of times. And, you know, she finally put up some policy on her website because, you know, that was a lot of the talk was like, what does she stand for? Where are her policies? But I find one of them so outrageous, where she says she's going to stand with our allies and stand up to dictators, Matt, and lead on the world stage, saying she visited the Korean demilitarized zone to affirm our unwavering commitment to South Korea. I think we can all remember how that news conference went with Kamala. Let's play this.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And today, there were several demonstrations of just that point.
I mean, she meant South Korea. Maybe she should stick to spice stores.
We have an alliance with North Korea, little rocket man. Wow. Interesting. I think the most interesting thing about this New York Times poll, let that sink in. This is the New York Times saying Donald Trump is leading the presidential race, which is very hard for these leftist propaganda outlets like the New York Times, because then all their coverage is about how she's still like, you know, on this roll and has all this momentum. But actually you look at the numbers, and you look at the numbers across the board, Donald Trump is in a very good position to win this race. And what's the number one reason? The number one reason in that poll, as Newsmax has brought out, is 50% of the American people don't think Donald Trump is an extremist. And something like 44% of those polled said that Kamala Harris is a radical extremist. She's unacceptable to the middle of this country. She's unacceptable to these swing voters in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. And so that's why she's changing these positions. And her positions aren't changing. It's just a faux deal. It's marketing to try to put the wool over the American people's eyes. But I think the American voters are pretty smart, and I think they know what she is. And she's all about California and their policies, and they don't want any part of it.
Oh, I think so, too. And that 46% in that New York Times Siena poll said that they have a favorable view of Donald Trump. And I think a lot of the lawfare that was unsuccessful has sort of awakened people. When you see people like RFK Jr. and Elon Musk, Twitter files, a lot of things have unraveled for the good, for people understanding what has been happening. Just want to play this because Trump derangement syndrome, you know, a lot of people think it is, you know, all the elites and the celebrities. But this was a great response from Elton John, because a reporter came at him over the weekend at the Toronto Film Festival, where he had a movie, Matt, and they were trying to like bait him to say something negative about Trump and how he uses Rocket Man. And this is Elton's response.
I laughed. I thought it was brilliant. I just thought, good on you, Donald. I'm the Rocket Man, yeah. I mean, Donald's always been a fan of mine, and he's been to my concerts many, many times. So, I mean, I've always been friendly towards him, and I thank him for his support. Yeah, when he did that, I just thought it was hilarious. It made me laugh.
That was a response that maybe shocked the reporter there. Thought he would say something else against Donald Trump.
Well, it's nice to see a person of such immense talent as Elton John not have to make everything political. He has a friendship with Donald Trump, and he didn't even talk about politics. He just talked about, you know, Donald Trump's appreciation for his music. Wouldn't it be great if we could have a lot more talent like that? Not act like they're politicians. I think it would calm everyone down. Sports heroes as well. I mean, they have the right to their views, but if they don't actually have strong political views, it's okay to have friends from either party. And I used to have them too, Bianca, but somehow it became criminal in Washington, D.C. For people to be friends with people like me. But I'm not missing much, don't worry.
No, unbelievable, though. I believe we can get back to that time, though, where we can have people and have thoughtful conversations about really just the direction of the country, and not so much.
Good on you, Elton John. Good on you.
All right. Thank you, Matt Schlapp. Always a pleasure to have you, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow for all of that debate coverage.
Thanks, Bianca.
Thank you.